You went live already?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. We good.
Well, I tell you, last week, man, we did a good interview. And it's like, oh my God, my brother.
One time over here.
He, I don't know if he pushed the button or not, but.
It's been recording. That's been recording.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to. Yeah, that one. I think I know everybody know more about all of this than I do.
Well,
so.
yeah, well, that's why I had to also start. I had to go get me a camera also because I wanted to start getting some video.
Right.
Of the different things.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And since there's nothing, feel free to move around. I mean, that's your choice. You can stay there. You can sit, or you can move, or whatever.
Yeah, she's not looking at her phone.
Of course not. Listen to it.
Okay.
Oh man.
Okay. Well, we've been rolling. I think everything's except me. I need to flip that button. Okay.
Yo, peace to the guys. Oh, but Jay Swizzy. Boy, Pope, what's good?
Okay. 3, 2, 1. And we're back. This is Black on Both Sides. KPFT Houston, 90.1 FM. And we have with us today, Brother Atum Ra. We know him through the Blacklist Association. He's been here before.
Yeah.
Brother got some good energy, brother.
Yeah.
Always got that going on. That's great. And he's also a part of Melanated Men of Action, as well as Melanated and Illuminated Men. And we're going to kind of get into all three. You can kind of, you might say, elaborate, elucidate.
Yeah.
Like Sid would say, elucidate.
Hey, brother Sid got the words, man. Brother Sid. Brother Sid got the words.
Right. So how you doing today?
Man, I'm awesome. I'm feeling good. This week I got a chance to hit the full moon drumming ceremony.
Okay.
I'm out at the Shape, and I got to be with the fam. I got to see Baba Father Day. And just, all the good people up there, Brother Ray, Sister Kanye, and just, feeling the drums and the rhythm and the spirit and the energy, got me right.
Right. Okay, now when was that? Because, I missed a lot of things, but that was last night?
Yes, that was last night. Last night around like 8, 9 o'clock at the Shape Center. They do it every full moon cycle. But it was good, just family fun, cleansing. Right. And I looked at my, how they have the workout apps on my phone. I did a few miles just dancing to the drums. So I can't be mad at that.
Right. Okay, that's good. Okay, you're here today, and you'll be on another show later today. That'll be the name of the show?
Oh, yeah, I'll be on Conscious Mindset tonight at 9 o'clock, KPFT.
Okay, but I'd like to know, and it'll be about the Houston food truck event.
Yeah.
Okay, but first of all, I'd like to talk about you, get to know you, so your audience can they probably know you way better than I do anyway. But where are you from? Where were you born in Houston? And what's your matriculation to where you are now?
Yes, I'm from Houston. Born and raised. Well, technically I was born in Huntsville, but I moved to Houston when I was probably about 4.
Okay.
But raised in Houston, South Side, Herm Clark. And I just was raised in. I was blessed by the ancestors to come into a great family. I came in a family where education and giving back was, always, and family was always, the cornerstones of everything we did. And so that just helped lead me. Sorry. It just helped lead me to, where I am today. And, I come today as a representative, the public relations officer for the Blacklist Association. With the Blacklist, we're a community collective for cooperative economics, and we work on several different ways. Right now, we're working on currently building a directory of Black businesses, not only around the Houston area, but around the nation. But right now, while we're building that, we are focused on boots on the ground with our bum rush initiatives. And what the Bum Rush is, that's essentially where we come together around health, wellness, and culture, and we promote a different black business in the community. We do this once every month. We select a different business around town, and we put together essentially a promotional campaign for that business, because part of it is getting that business consumers. You know, we definitely like when businesses are able to benefit monetarily off our support. But then, you know, you also see it's also about brand recognition also, because a lot of times we have a lot of great businesses in the community that people don't even know about.
Right.
And so, you know, when we do the Bum Rushes, you know, we allow the community to know about all these different gems that we have in the community that, you know, you may not know about, from Crumville to New Waters to Sunshine to the Bob Black Market. And that's what we're doing this month. This month is one of our larger Bum Rushes of the year. Our food truck festival, July 15th. It's going to be going down at the Shrine of the Black Madonna.
Okay. Well, you know, I'm gonna back up. I'll tell you what, that's great to get all it out, and we're gonna really recover that again.
Okay.
But I'd like to go back to the Blacklist Association. This is where all of these events and activities are kind of matriculating through.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And so, what was the genesis of the Blacklist Association? So, for those who don't know and would like to know.
Yeah. Well, the genesis of the Blacklist organization was kind of the same way as Melanated Men of Action. It was just brothers coming together. We would have what we call ciphers, you know, where we get around and we build with each other on different topics, and we'll do presentations, and, you know, we'll just talk about life, and it'd be kind of like a therapy session. And after so long of having these ciphers, it got to the point to where we kept asking ourselves, what's the solution and what we gonna do? And, you know, with most of us, you know, being in our late 20s, early 30s, you know, we know that we don't have all the answers, but we do know that we have to do something. And so that's the reason why we just started hitting the ground running. We started, you know, just getting out there, taking action, getting out there, making contacts, getting out there, meeting people. And, you know, we see that right now, you know, it's not the time to sit on the sideline.
Right.
You know, like now it's going to be the time that people are going to be talking about in 40 and 50 years. And it's going to be like, what did you do when this was going on? Right. And so, you know, you know, you met my daughter. A lot of us have families. A lot of us have kids. A lot of us, you know, nephews and god kids. And we just want to make sure that we can say that, you know, when our time is up, we did something to, you know, make the world better for them.
And the Blacklist Association collective.
Yes.
Basically, how many people are involved in, and what are the roles? What is your role? Obviously, your role is also talking on the mic.
Yeah. I like to run my mouth, so that's why they put me out there. Right. Yeah, we have a lot of support with the Blacklist. We have a few core members with it, but we're definitely supported by the community, from the different people that come out to our events to support these businesses, to the businesses that work with us in our other community initiatives, giving back, because, you know, that's one of the big caveats that we put to our, or should I say, stipulations that come with our support of a business. You know, you have to also be participating in the community. You also have to be helping to, you know, whether it's giving back to youth programs, or it has to be something, you know. You can't just be a black capitalist that's okay with getting money from your people but not giving anything else back. So, you know, we try to have that cycle going on. But
well, I think one of your, and you obviously correct me if I'm wrong, one of your first Bum Rushes was New Waters. How did that come about?
Yes. Sister Carmen has been a gem in the community for a long time. And really that's how the Bum Rushes kind of came into being, just seeing a void that needed to be filled. Because, you know, you see that in order for people to participate in cooperative economics, you not only have to educate them what it is, but also let them know the importance of it. And so That's kind of how Sister Carmen and New Orders came into play, to where, you know, the first thing when you talk about black business, first thing come up, people have bad customer service. You know, you can't depend on them or anything else like that. You know, and so what we do is we find these businesses that have great customer service, and we put them on a platform in front of the people. And like, hey, we got somebody right here that is, you know, the epitome of everything you want out of a black business. So let's put them in front of the people. And, you know, once we do, you know, we're trying to keep that support going. But yes, we've done one every month for about 2 years.
Wow.
And we're growing, we're expanding to different parts of the city. You know, we got to do African imports on the north side. In Greensport, and yeah, we're looking to keep expand to Dallas, and we've had inquiries in Dallas and Austin, and you know, San Antonio, other places around Texas. So,
and I always let the guests know I jump around, so I might go and come back.
Good.
On this particular topic, how effective is social media? How does it, how do you quantify that, or is the fact that anybody shows up, does that make it a success?
Well, we look at not only the fact of do people show up, but what also do they get out of it? You know, because the bum rush is part of it is having our people participate in cooperative economics and knowing about it. But then the other part that comes along with it is the fellowship that comes along with seeing the different people in the community that come out to, whether it's the bum rush or any other events. And so it's kind of a place to where, at least for me personally, with some of us that are on it all the time, going so hard, that's a moment in time for me to, you know, see my different brothers and be like, yo, you know, I appreciate you. Thank you. And we have those different healing sessions at the Blacklist. And they're also centered around different themes. Like we've had one at the Houston African American Culture Museum. Hopefully I said that right. But it was a bum rush highlighting the achievements of black women in the community. And so we had like a cipher of women, you know, where they got to MC and speak on the different issues, and we had a sister that her art was being featured out there. And so, and again,
not to interrupt you, but you can name names of the people and where the museum is located. I'd like to get that particular kind of information out. Who were some of the people that participated, if you remember? In that particular one.
Well, we definitely, I can't remember the specific artist, but because she was an elder lady, but brother Dominique Clay, he's definitely a good resource at the museum, and definitely a brother that helped us coordinate.
Do you know where that's located offhand?
Houston Museum of African Culture.
Yeah, the museum.
Yeah, I
it's
don't.
Not too far from the Buffalo Soldier Museum. Like right down the same street.
I think I've been there. But
we
try to plug everybody.
It's on the same street as the so-called Jewish Holocaust Museum.
Okay.
Right down the street from there.
Okay, I just came from over there recently, but okay. Well, again, we like to plug
4807 Caroline.
Yeah, 4800 Caroline.
4807.
4807 Caroline. Yes, sir.
Okay. Really quick before I jump back into this, for all those who are in my generation, and you know, I'm around you young guys all the time, but I don't know. Give us a layman's definition of bum rush and a cipher.
Okay.
I hear cipher all the time. Sounds cool, but I don't know.
A cipher. When you think cipher, you know, you can definitely think circular, zero. It's in its fundamental level. It's energy being passed back and forth. You know, that can either be, you know, through, you hear like rap ciphers where we're all sitting around kicking raps back and forth, or even the drum cycles. You know, they used to have ciphers back in Africa. You know, everybody sitting around on the drums and I'm doing my thing, and you do your thing, and we do our thing,
Right.
and that can also be knowledge and information being transferred back
Okay.
and forth. But it's essentially a cycle or a transference of energy,
Okay.
being passed on to everybody that's in the circle, and everybody participating, and everybody kicking something and throwing back and forth.
That's now.
Yeah.
Now I understand.
Yes.
I understand.
Yes.
Much better.
And Bum Rush is essentially our initiatives to support Black businesses. We find different ways to utilize social media, as you said. It's a very powerful tool, especially when you don't have a lot of money for promotion and ads and everything else like that. You definitely can build a fan base and utilize social media. What's up, T-Man?
Okay.
That's up. But social media is powerful.
Let's jump to, because we want to we want to define the melanated and illuminated men, but right now we want to talk about the Black Food Truck.
Yes, the Houston Black Food Truck Festival. Now, it's something like we've really excited about. It's been growing. It started out as an idea, and so what we're going to be at the Shrine of the Black Madonna, July 15th, from 12 to 8. We have about 15 food trucks lined up right now. Some of those food trucks include Delicious Wings, Raw Food Renee, The Lunch Bag, Texas Tornado Grill, OMG Baked Potatoes, and we have more. We're also going to have a bake-off. We're going to have different chefs competing around the city, and we that's going to be put on by Sister Day and the Black and Natural pageant. So that's going to be exciting. We're also going to have vendors there. We're going to allow the different people that maybe at the Black market to share their gifts with the world. We're going to have an area for kids, for the kids to have a good time. We're also going to have performers. We're going to have entertainers, from Sammyville to Jedi J, Sister Kanye Nebula, and other local acts. And, we're also going to have giveaways and prizes for, people that come out and hashtag the BLA. But yeah, it's just going to be a good time of family, of fun, of love, and of course of food.
Okay, so you guys taking care of the vegans too?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sister Renee got you, and we have several other vendors that's gonna look out. Yeah, we got to. I mean, we're gonna be at the shrine, so
right.
You can't come to the shrine and not look out.
Okay, and again, I know you might have mentioned it while I'm thinking about other things, but the date, time, and if you know the shrine's physical location, I'm sure most of the audience might know where they are, but if you don't know the physical location, they can also look it up.
Yeah, I don't have the physical location on me, but yes, it's going to be July 15th from 12 to 8 at the Shrine of the Black Madonna. You definitely can. It's on MLK in between Griggs and OST. You can definitely look them up on the Facebook. You can also look up, we have an event page on Facebook, Houston Black Food Truck Festival, and that'll lead you to the Eventbrite page, so where you can purchase the tickets. Okay. The tickets are $10. Okay. But throughout the week, we're going to be doing different promotionals. We've done like several flash sales where we gave tickets away for $7, and then we'll also do different promotions. But you can go to the Eventbrite page and search Houston Black Food Truck Festival. Or you can go to on Facebook the Blacklist Association, and that'll lead you right to the Eventbrite page.
Okay. Another question that I missed when you were talking about it, you say you've done bum rushes for like 2 years?
Yes.
Okay, can you name some of the businesses really quick, that address for the shrine is 5309 Martin Luther King Boulevard, and that's where it's at.
Yeah.
So, but again, if the bum rush for 2 years, and if you have some of the businesses, we'd like to highlight
definitely.
all of them. If you
definitely, well, I have the ones for this year. Like last year, I definitely, going off the top of the head, I remember African Imports, definitely New Waters, Embody. So far this year, we've done Scrappy Browns, We done African Style Garden with Baba Ifalade. We done the Houston Museum of African American Culture. We done the Bob Black Market at the Shrine. We done Sunshines. We had our Super Bowl party at Sunshines, but we've also done Island Sizzlers before on Holly Hall. Let's see where else.
And by the way, if you can get Sunshines to stay up a little bit later.
On Monday.
Yeah. Hey, Sunshines, you hear, man? They want you, and
like for real.
And you know that's what we were blessed when we did the Super Bowl party there. You know, because they normally aren't even open, and we did you know, so that's what we try to get them. You know, the people want you. The people want.
Also, there's gonna be more parking available soon. Business stores closing down.
Yeah,
so you got more people in there.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about getting towed, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were complaining about that, I know. So that was a few of the businesses?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
yes, definitely.
But again, do you plan your bum rushes? Well, obviously you plan them ahead of time, but do you have a list going forward, like 2 or 3 weeks or a month in advance? Yes.
No, absolutely. And that's a part of, you know, this whole journey is learning. Like last year, you know, with us, because, I mean, we've really been around for, you know, 2 to 3 years, but last year we really hit the ground running. And last year was more impromptu, you know, figuring out the different businesses 2-3 weeks before, and then scrambling together, put together a campaign. But, you know, when we came to it this year, we definitely wanted to make sure that we had a better structure to it. And so, you know, we put together a list of businesses at the beginning of the year. And, you know, then that way, of course, if something comes up, we can sub in and out as needed. But yes, we've definitely been working on getting more organized.
Okay. I mean, are there really, when I was a non-vegan, I used to go to a lot of the black soul food places. That was kind of like a hobby back in the day. Across, even, I'm from 3rd Ward, but even into 5th Ward and those guys over there. Can you put a number on approximately, you know, how many you either think or know black businesses around in the greater Houston area, or, you know, a ballpark figure of, because you guys are putting together a directory of black businesses, and then we want you to talk about that too.
Yes. I mean, I can definitely say within the hundreds. You know, because, you know, what you see also is, you know, whether you go to the Bob Black Market at the Shrine, you see more people are choosing not to have brick and mortar businesses. You know, there are a lot of brick and mortar businesses out there, but you see more and more people starting to utilize, you know, the internet for trading and less overhead. So we've been getting contacted, business after business, that we're just finding out that are out there. But yeah, I would definitely say within the hundreds, within Houston, and then also we got Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, everything else, Huntsville, everything else in between.
Well, that model of how people are not necessarily having brick and mortar. I really like the brother from Broke Ass Pizza.
Oh man,
he's
oh man, I
just recently, and I'm going to come back to this directory, but I recently bought one of his famous coconut curry.
Man, I had pizza. I had that.
That's
man,
like real.
Man, shout out to Sister Fumi.
Right.
Broke Ass Pizzas.
Okay, but again, you guys are, as far as developing your directory of black businesses. Are you in the embryonic stage with that, or how far along are you with that?
No, it's made a lot of progress over the last years. The main thing that's come with that is the different things that we want the actual website and the app, because we're trying to do a website and the app and what we wanted to do. You know, there are already websites out there that list black businesses, but you know, we're trying to do something more than just the website with the dead links, with the address and the name. And so, you know, I can't give it all away, but, you know, that's the part. So, you know, of course, when you want more, you know, more finances and more, intelligence goes into making what you want come to fruition. But that's the reason why, even though we started out doing the directory, we didn't just wait. Because if we still would have been sitting on the sideline for 2-3 years waiting on that to come. And so that's the reason why we hit the ground running with the bum rushes. Because that's something we can do right now, and it's practical.
Right. And you mentioned you guys are looking to do a website and an app on your directory.
Yes, well, we already have a website, the BlacklistHouston.org. That you can definitely go and let us know. That's how we get a lot of our submissions for the different businesses that are out there, whether the actual business owners or whether people that support that business let us know. So that's how we find out about a lot of the businesses, from the people. So the BlacklistHouston.org is already out there. But yeah, we're definitely looking to take it up. Yeah.
And the reason I mentioned that was because your mom has a business.
Yes.
And she's been on our show.
Yes.
And,
what's up, Mom?
And a very, very, very nice lady and very brilliant lady.
Yeah.
And so you can probably see where a lot of the energy comes from, and probably where that app's going to come from too, right? Are you going to write the app or?
Hey, yeah, she needs to. That's what she.
I thought maybe you might, or you guys. Who do you have to do the app?
Oh well, when
you do it,
we have different people,
resources.
different resources and people that we're working on. But yeah, definitely tapping into the young market.
Right.
Shout out to my mom, D. Wallace, Synergenistics Corporation. They out there, and they do a lot of work with the youth and programming and robotics, and so
you have to give her a shout out for sure. Because, she produced you, and she did a great job, man.
Absolutely.
I don't think we talked about the melanated and illuminated men. What is that?
Okay. Well, okay. So we have multiple organizations, of course. With the Blacklist, that's our organization to where we focus on economics and business and finances. And then we have Melanated Men of Action. And with Melanated Men of Action, that's our social organization to where we're focused on improving the social standards of the black man out in the community. That's where we're able to do lock-ins with the youth. We're able to do our community cleanups that have also evolved into block parties, to where we work with MBUF, we work with the New Black Panthers, the People's Patrol Party, Tribal Power, BLM, HCX, the nation. It's a coalition of organizations that come together, and we're just focused on trying to improve the social order within our community, and more so trying to give the community more positive examples of black men to show that we are out here and we do care, and we're also trying to transfer that energy back to the youth. Melanated Men of Action, you can definitely check that out at melanatedmenofAction.com. And you also mentioned Melanated and Illuminated Media. This is how we form it into a multiple head beast, from the business to the social, and then to the media. Melanated and Illuminated is something that I started to where I believe in Kuji Chagalia. I believe in us speaking for ourselves, defining ourselves, and naming for ourselves. And as I looked more into it, I saw the power of visuals, for better or worse. And we see that the visuals, for the most part, over the past few hundred years have been used against us to, give us negative images of ourselves, and then also have other people telling our stories for us. And so that's the reason why I started Melanated and Illuminated. You can check us out at melanatedandilluminated.com. And that's where we just focus on telling our own story in our own time, because like we spoke earlier off camera, we definitely feel that it's an important time now, and we feel that we must document it and we must tell our own story, because we know that later on down the line they're gonna whitewash it. Right.
Well, at least you get it straight. The first time around.
Right or wrong. We're not saying that we always right, but at least you gonna know what I said directly out my mouth, and it ain't no other spin to it. And if I'm wrong, I got to sit on that and I come back and I correct it. Yeah. But, it's not the third party.
Right. Now, what is the age range of your active participants? Because I know a lot of people go through like me, and they 50s.
Yeah.
They come to the meeting sitting, but they don't get active.
Well, and that's why with both of the organizations, the core of the organizations is very small.
Okay.
Because, because we started out, of course, like most organizations, with 20, 30 people originally coming, and then, we saw that it shrunk down. And so, there's only a few core members to each organization. But, we definitely are supported by a lot of the affiliates and other organizations and, other things like that. So, most of the brothers are in their late 20s, early 30s. Okay. And, we even have, several brothers in their early 40s in the organization. But we definitely do have accountability standards for our organization, but the main thing that we look for is accountability and consistency within the works. That really doesn't have an age or anything else to it. The brothers that stay consistent with the work are the brothers that are there in the end.
By default.
Just by default. And that was really the standard that we set. It wasn't like that you had to say too much.
Right.
You just had to sit back and watch who's actually, consistent with it.
Right.
But, even with that being said, there's a lot of work to be done in the community. So just because somebody doesn't join our organization or stay committed with us, we not the ones sitting back and being like, this brother don't love his people or whatever, because there's so many different things to do. We're focusing on social order and economics, but we need mental health, we need education help. We need help in a lot of different areas. And so that's the point that we're at now in trying to corral all these different people that we know that are working for their people to say, hey, how can we get together on the same page and, make that monster even bigger to, take down the enemy.
Okay. I was going to say that, and you probably heard a quote, and I can't quote it exactly, but Margaret Mead said a long time ago, it's always just a very few dedicated people that do the work. There are a lot of people that do the walking, and a lot of people that do the talking, and that's not a negative thing because people just have to do how they do. But so it's good that you guys are doing that. So how... And this was, I was going to start off with this, but you... So how did you personally, what brought you to a consciousness of being, because it's living life makes you see all the negative things that are going on in the community, but what brought you to the consciousness that you decided to make efforts yourself to improve the community?
Right. No, absolutely. I definitely had to go through a lot of different phases of, being hard-headed and not listening because, I was raised, my mom had us in the Boy Scouts. She had us in the church and everything else like that. So, like I said, I was always raised on giving back and trying to help those that are less fortunate. But, as you grow up, there are other influences in your life too, from friends to girls to other things that seem like they fun and they not. And so, I had to make that journey, in order to see what wasn't out there, in order for me to come back around. And as far as what woke me up, a lot of it had to do with I'm pretty sure a lot of brothers can say this, but my split from the church.
Okay.
And Christianity, that happened at 17, to where I was awakened to the truth, not to where I received some information, but to where the rose-colored glasses were broken, and to where I really stopped being afraid to research different things, because that was the main thing. They'll tell you if you look outside of this, if you question this, you wrong and it's evil and everything else like that. And so once that happened and I wasn't afraid to explore my religion, everything else, history, science, math, everything else just fell after that, because our people are spiritual. So our spiritual connection to whatever it is, whether it's Christian, Muslim, whatever, it's solid, especially when you raised like that too. So it's solid. And so that's a hard thing to question and a hard thing to go through. But after you kind of go through that, everything else is like easy. Because
there's a parental kind of you might say lock on
Yeah.
you being in a religion and that kind of thing.
Right.
But what do you do these
well,
days?
Well, and shout out to my mom too, because even though she was the one that made me go to church when I didn't want to and everything else like that, when I first started my path, I started bouncing things off her. She was always supportive because my mom is a science teacher, so it's like if you come with your research, it's like I ain't just talking off emotions or anything else like that. Like, I think she really saw that I was researching the different things that I was talking about.
Right.
And so she was very supportive in, making that transition. But yeah, I just, I believe in, life and the universe. And, I believe that you get out what you put in. You get, I believe in energies and frequencies and vibrations. And so, whatever you put out, that's what you get back. Positive or negative, that's for you to decide, and, you can't really say what's good and what's bad. It's really about your intentions.
Right.
You got to have positive and pure, you got to have pure intentions, with everything you do. You can't just be doing it for self or anything else like that.
Right.
Like, and that's the reason why I feel so passionate myself about giving back to the community. And even though I'm not balling or anything else like that, I'm doing okay right now on my own. So I don't have to eat off the community, So like I can really do what I'm doing now for the love of it and for, the people. Right. And then just coming around different brothers that are on the same mission, that sharpen you even more.
Right. And I'm glad you might say expounded on you because the first question, and I'm glad that you jumped in, directly on your information right away, because that question is the first question I ask everybody. What is it? What is your worldview in life or about life, and what kind of got you going there? But I think you placed it in the right place rather than doing it at the beginning.
Peace.
So
and definitely having brothers around you that keep you accountable.
Right.
That takes you to another level also, because the people around you can either bring you down or they can build you up. And right now at this point in my life, I'm 30 years old and I have a strong circle of brothers around me that keeps me accountable to everything to the T, from the different information that I'm sharing. If I share something that doesn't have valid sources, one of my brothers gonna call me out and call me to the table and like, yo, what's up with that, bro? Or, from anything, I say I was supposed to do something and I didn't do it.
Right.
Yo, what's up with that, bro? Not just yes men or people that, allow, some of the foo-foo stuff to go on.
Right.
Yeah. And so, having those brothers around me, man, definitely help, to keep me sharper and sharper.
Okay. Going forward with, I guess, your own personal journey and with your organization, Blacklist, what is your vision moving forward for the group and for yourself?
It's definitely to keep striving towards our goal of having that interactive directory for the community, but it's also educating the community more. We this past month we had one of the best experiences since we started the organization. And one of our bum rushes for the shrine, we did a youth economics day. Okay. And with that, we had a group of youth, and we taught them about writing a business plan. And within the business, we broke them up into 3 different groups. We had the bosses, the marketing, and the money team. And they all had to focus on their different parts.
Right.
But then also once they got their parts together, they all had to bring it together to finalize it for the group.
Right.
And the reason I tell this story is because we did this maybe about 2-3 months ago. And this past month when we were at the Buy Black Market, one of the young men that had attended our seminar started his own business.
Okay.
And he, was out there with the vending, with the vendor. The young brother slips my name right now, but just to see him out there and to see that manifest, that hit us in a special way.
Right.
Because that's the part we get around back to educating the community. Like, we can scream Buy Black till we blue in the face, but if people don't understand the science behind the circulation of the dollar, if they don't understand how we must do this, if we, actually want to build wealth for our children and our community, just screaming Buy Black or anything else like that, it's not going to really register. But once we educate them on why it's important and how everybody else in the world is doing it, then the different, things we say will feel to catch on. So we definitely want to expand. He was selling organic chicken eggs.
Organic what?
Organic chicken eggs.
Eggs?
Chicken
Right.
eggs. He had organic chicken eggs, but really we didn't care what he was selling, man.
Right.
He put together the company, and his cousin that also attended, and she was helping him with the marketing.
Right.
And so it was just like, man, we just decided, he was selling organic chicken eggs. And
Okay.
it's like, okay.
Well, we're getting pretty close, but I need to know. You said, and again, that was great the way you said it. What is the science behind economics? I'm thinking you're talking about how many times dollars circulating.
Absolutely. Well, definitely when you look at how a community is able to build wealth, if I give my dollar to the person that goes to the gas station, he needs to go buy groceries. That person needs to get their car fixed. And this is how the different, when you talk about like the white community,
Right.
it's supposed to circulate like 20 times, the so-called Jewish community 17 times. But when it gets to the black, within 6 hours, that dollar is out of the community because we're giving our money to people that don't stay in the community. And so they then, in turn, don't invest that dollar back into it. And so it's just money flying out the community like crazy. And so that's essentially how you start to build and keep wealth within the community, and why our dollars that we give to the different businesses that are close to us don't really benefit us outside of the things that we use. The money's a tool, it's not really anything. It's fake currency, that they put together, but it's a tool that you definitely need.
That you can hold other people accountable
Right.
for what's going on in your neighborhood.
Absolutely.
As
And so, when we give our money to these people and it flies, out of the community, no accountability. We go into these stores to where they'll choke you out, follow you around, call you names, won't hand you your money, won't look you in your eye. And so, this is why this has to stop. It has to stop.
And you know what? And the first time I ever saw that, I was like totally shocked. I was in Syracuse, New York. My sister lives in Syracuse, and really I had never been around any Arab people before. And this ain't not to, you might say, denigrate all Arab people.
Yeah, no,
but store down the corner store, I went down the store for some reason, and there was an interaction. It wasn't an altercation because the Arab guy was just clowning the person that was buying something out of their store. So I didn't believe that kind of thing happened. But I've seen videos recently where Asian guys choking
out black chicks, and they
who don't need to probably be in that store in the first place, probably. But but I understand what you're saying in that regard.
Absolutely. And so that's why we here. That's why we doing the Food Truck Festival, July 15th. Make sure you come out. Make sure you go get your tickets on Eventbrite. Houston Black Food Truck Festival, 12 to 8. Fun, food, family, performers, bake off. It's gonna be going down. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to come through, I got y'all on the media, man.
Right. Okay. If I get
I got
that day again?
Yeah. July 15th, 12 to 8. So 12 to 8, just for my boys, saying we look out, saying I got y'all.
That is a Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. You are obviously media savvy because you brought my disconnected question down to a wrap up of your interview. So I really appreciate it. Again, we've had on Brother Atum Ra with the Blacklist Association, and they're going to have a great event coming up in about 10, how many days? 7 days, 10 days.
Countdown.
And we'd like you all to be there.
Get out there.
And we do sign autographs. So
yeah.
We might ask some of y'all to come on the show too. Food trucks.
Hey. Well, we definitely gonna set that up and get some of the food trucks out here too.
We look forward to meeting you, and we will be there. So thank you again for coming on.
I shave, man. Peace. Thank you for having us on.
This is KPFT Houston, KPFT HD 90.1 FM. We'll be back shortly. That went straight through. Well.
Try not to waste no time.
I'm glad you wrapped it like that because I'll be getting ready to wrap and I'll ask another question because